Welcome to Scentonomics. Today we're going to be talking about Burberry Brit Rhythm. So Burberry Brit Rhythm is a nice modern leather fragrance for men. It was launched in 2013 and was created by Dominique Ropion and Filipo and Olivier Polge, and those are some really heavy hitter names in the fragrance community. It's a flanker to Burberry Brit, and now they have Burberry Brit Rhythm Intense also. So I have heard from a few other reviewers that this one is better than the original, and I haven't heard too much about any comparisons with Burberry Brit compared to Burberry Brit Rhythm Intense. So this one retails for about the 50 ml for $65 and the 100 ml for about $80. So that was a brief introduction for Burberry Brit Rhythm. Now let's move on to the presentation. So in terms of the presentation, I actually was given this as a gift as part of a gift set, and so, it comes with the shower gel and the aftershave, and so I basically got rid of that. But as for the bottle, I like the bottle, and I think it's original looking. The bottle is serrated or ridged with a blackish grayish tinted glass, and the cap is plastic, and the name of the fragrance is on the neck of the atomizer. And the atomizer has good distribution as well, and basically, more or less, that's the presentation for the scent. So with that, we'll move on to the scent. So in terms of the scent, the top notes are basil, verbena, and cardamom, and juniper berries. The mid notes are leather, patchouli, styrax, which is basically a vanilla type scent from tree sap. And the base notes are cedarwood, incense, and tonka bean. So off the top, I can pick up the freshness from the juniper berries and the verbena, and the smoothness from the cardamom. It's also zesty, probably because of the basil. The mid is just a quick passing phase where barely anything is noticeable in terms of the smell. Perhaps the base is also kind of weak, and the leather is not that strong, but rather is really light and pleasant. So the cedarwood shows up and gives it a woodsy feel, and the incense and tonka bean give it a sweetness. So overall, the scent is pretty youthful. So that's basically what I have to say regarding the scent. Now we can move on to the rating. So for the rating, as far as distinction and uniqueness goes, I would give this an 8 out of 10. Some people compare it to Armani Code, but I feel that that's really not a fair comparison. If that were the case, all tonka bean based fragrances would basically smell the same, and that really isn't so true. For longevity and performance, I give it a 6 out of 10. It only lasts around 4 to 5 hours, and maybe the intense version lasts a little longer. If anyone has tried the intense version, then please let me know down below in the comments if it performs better than the regular Burberry Brit Rhythm, I mean. So in terms of the projection and sillage, again, a 6 out of 10. It only projects for the first hour and a half, and then it becomes a skin scent after that. For the presentation, I give it a 7 out of 10. I like the bottle, but it isn't something that captivates me or immediately catches my attention. It's just a simple bottle that is different for Burberry, but when compared to other bottles from other houses, it doesn't really stand out. For versatility, I give it a 7 out of 10. This can make for a decent signature scent, but I think people smelling it and the person wearing it may get bored of wearing it after a while. However, it can make for a good work fragrance if you watch how much you spray. It will also do well in most seasons. As for attire, I would only put this on if you're dressed casual. It won't do well with formal clothing because it doesn't last that long. Another point to keep in mind is that this probably would do well for the younger crowd. For example, if you're in your late teens to early and mid-20s. For those of us in our 30s and maybe beyond that, it probably wouldn't suit us too well. And it might also be a reason why most reviewers that are past 30 don't really care much for this particular scent. In terms of the Scentonomic factor, I give it a 7 out of 10. On FragranceNet, this goes for around $30. And that's a good price, but because the performance isn't all that great, I really can't give it a higher rating than this in that particular category. So the overall rating, I would give Burberry Brit Rhythm a 6 out of 10. It smells really nice, but it lacks in performance. It makes for a decent casual scent, and also one that people can use on an everyday basis. So that was my review for Burberry Brit Rhythm. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also, please comment down below and let me know if you like Brit Rhythm, or Brit Rhythm Intense, why, and also let me know if it reminds you of any other fragrances, and if so, which ones. So once again, thank you so much for watching the video and showing your support. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. This is Nabeel signing off from Scentonomics, where every scent counts.